Welcome to Dr. Katina Talks, the podcast where we explore the journey to a more fulfilling, balanced, and meaningful life. Today, we are talking about what it truly means to release the stories that no longer define you and to make room for the life waiting on the other side of your healing. But before we begin, I want to acknowledge something special. One of my dedicated listeners gifted my husband and me 2 tickets to the Tina Turner musical. It was an unexpected blessing, and I left that theater with a deeper understanding of strength, identity, and reinvention. If you know me well, then you know my childhood nickname is Tina. And whenever I want to be a little bold, I will say, I am putting on my Tina Turner, especially when I wear my hair up. My husband doesn't really care for my hair up because he says I get a little spicy in the attitude. But that night, I did not walk into the theater as my spicy Tina Turner self. I walked in ready to receive the story. Tina Turner's life holds lessons that reach far beyond age, gender, or generation. She was born Anna Mae Bullock, a girl from Nutbush, Tennessee, who grew up in a home marked by instability and abandonment. She carried a voice that could not be ignored, but she did not yet have the safety or support to match it. By the time she met Ike Turner, she was a teenager searching for belonging. He recognized her talent immediately, but instead of nurturing it, he controlled it. He controlled her image, her finances, her career, and her life. He controlled her through violence, fear, and humiliation. But this is not where her story ends. Her story is defined by what she decided. Eventually, she left him with nothing but her name. She started over in her 40s, an age when women are told to quiet down, settle in, or simply endure. She rebuilt her body, her spirit, her artistry, and her future from the ground up. Tina Turner's life is not simply a musical. It is a study in reinvention. As a therapist who works with high achievers, I see these themes every day. Women who are the primary earners, women who lead at work and at home, women who tone down their brilliance to avoid intimidating, insecure partners, women who carry emotional scars long after leaving unhealthy relationships, women who rebuild themselves after betrayal or disappointment, women who take care of everyone else and forget themselves in the process. And to the men who are listening, this is for you too. Because all of us carry narratives that were formed before we had power over our own lives. Tina's journey reminds us that reinvention is not reserved for the young. It is not reserved for the lucky. And it is definitely not reserved only for the famous. It is available to anyone willing to tell the truth about what they have carried and what they are ready to release. It is available to anyone who is willing to put in the work to make decisions and then act on those decisions. And that is where today's lessons begin. But before I get into that, I want you to know that my new journal, Make Room for What's Next, is officially out. I wrote this journal for the women and men who can't sit with me on my counseling couch, for the people who are exhausted from holding everything together, for those carrying old narratives that need to be released, for those who are ready to step into a new life chapter with clarity. This journal is meant to feel like sitting on my couch with my voice gently guiding you through honesty, reflection, and the emotional clearing required to live differently. You can order this beautiful hardcover journal on Amazon. Now, let me give you 5 lessons inspired by Tina Turner's story and by the lives of countless high-achieving people I've supported through reinvention and release. 1. You cannot heal in a story that was never yours. Many of us are living inside narratives that were formed long before we had a say. Some came from childhood wounds, some from the expectations placed on us, some from the voices of people who did not know our future but spoke as if they did. Healing begins when you recognize the story you inherited and give yourself permission to stop repeating it. 2. Survival roles are not your identity. Tina survived by performing strength on stage while hiding pain at home. Many of us learned our own survival roles. Some survived by being quiet, some by being strong, some by being perfect, some by staying busy. These roles help you through hard seasons, but they cannot take you into your next one. You are allowed to outgrow the role you once needed. 3. Unhealthy relationships leave emotional furniture behind. Even when the person is gone, their words remain. Their voices often echo in your mind. Their expectations remain. Their damage remains until you consciously remove it. Emotional furniture takes up space just like physical clutter. Some pieces must be cleared for your next chapter to unfold. 4. Letting go is an act of return to yourself. Letting go is not erasing the past. It is acknowledging what shaped you without allowing it to define you. It is choosing yourself again. It is reclaiming the parts of you that were silenced or dismissed. It is courage in action. 5. Your next chapter needs room to arrive. Growth requires space. Healing requires room. Identity requires air. Think about your closets. If you are like most people, you may have clothes from seasons we no longer live in, sizes that no longer fit, pieces we keep because of who we used to be. Your emotional life collects the same kind of clutter. A new chapter cannot breathe in a crowded life. Clearing space is about making room. It is about preparing for what is meant for you. This is how you begin to release the old story, by telling the truth about what shaped you, honoring the roles that helped you survive, and creating space for the life that is waiting for you. Thank you for spending this time with me today. I hope something in this conversation helped you pause, breathe, and look at your story with compassion and honesty. Remember this: you are not defined by the chapter you survived. You are defined by the wisdom it gave you. If this episode spoke to you, share it with someone who may need it. And don't forget to run over to Amazon and get your copy of Make Room for What's Next if you're ready to take the next step and dive deeper. And gift one to a friend who you want to also see growth. It's the perfect companion as you head into the new year and prepare to hit reset on your life again. Thank you, and bye for now.